I love Alarak because the voice actor is too damn good. Oh yes, he was pretty goddamn good. Was pretty epic. You think us fools? Yes, but that is beside the point. It's like awesome.
Thanks for joining us. Our own Kate Lockwell is reporting live from the refugee ship Skinnerd 2 in orbit around the planet Meinhof.
Donnie, the death toll out here is soaring. Massive refugee fleets like this one are struggling to reach the safety of the core worlds. Many of them won't. They're short on food, water, and
Kate will
hope.
discuss how the Dominion will rescue those worlds when we get there.
There's a lot of talk about rescue among the refugees, but they're pinning their hopes on paramilitary and rebel groups such as Raiders.
Great report, Kate. Live from a
Cut off
refugee ship
again.
over Meinhof, where everyone eagerly awaits the Dominion's return.
Again, the
Up
Dominion...
next, a Vermilion commentary. Refugees. Are they really our responsibility?
You're all heart, mate.
You're all heart, Donnie.
I didn't even remember that line. Anyway, the Dominion really doesn't have its state propaganda news in order. They really need to get on top of that stuff. Mace1227, welcome to the stream, mate. I will watch this, but it will kind of bore me because I have played StarCraft 2 campaign like 100 times. Well, mate,
What do you think?
sit back and relax, enjoy
She's a
it.
lovely thing. Full of honey, that one. At least, that's what she wants you to think.
You
course.
think she's hiding something?
You ever wonder why the Zerg hit our world so fast? Something there they want. Something made of honey, maybe. Buzzing little bees.
Well, it's very simple. I mean, she wants you to save her shit. So, obviously, she's going to do whatever it requires to get there.
Now, I know you ain't here just for my lively conversation.
Oh, well, okay. I'll get out then. Well, brutal, of course. Brutal.
Never thought we'd be back on Meinhof again. Oh, we broke our backs trying to make a life on that rock. Kelmorians squeezing us dry. Day we rose up, we just couldn't take it anymore, you know?
I feel you. Man's got a duty to stand up and be counted sometimes.
Ah, hell, we were stupid. Having right on your side ain't no match for Gauss guns and combat walkers. A lot of folks died for nothing. If you hadn't shown up when you did,
Hey, your people bought their own freedom. Paid for it in blood. Me and Matt, we were just glad to help.
Alright, so Swan was originally from Meinhof, apparently. Let's see. It's not often that Blizzard can write good pragmatists. Well, I feel like the Blizzard writing has been going down for the last decade, actually. StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty, in my opinion, was the last campaign where it still had good writing. Or at least, very decent writing. Oh, look, new base stuff. Ooh, the missile turret. Increases missile turret life by 75. That is pretty good. Not sure how much they normally have. I think it's 150. I like Alarak's arrogance and his boastfulness because he has the power and the skill to back them up. He isn't just speaking out of his ass. That is true. Yeah, I definitely do like playing on Brutal Maze. It just gives you... Alright, this area attack damage. This is actually pretty useful. But I don't think we're gonna need it. At least I hope not. Right, the Hellion. Additional 10 damage to light armor. If we want anti-light stuff, we can just build Reapers. Doubles the width of the flame attack. Now that is useful. Again, but if we want anti-light, we'll probably just use Reapers. Which actually also kind of means that the fire bats are no longer as useful. Wow, Reaper just invalidates so many units. Anti-personnel charge. I don't think I've ever bought this upgrade. Anti-personnel charge, yes, no, saw it before. After being thrown. I was like, shortly before being thrown. I was like, wait a second. No, okay. The initial blast ejects a cluster of smaller charge. Not liable for death due to friendly fire. Sounds awesome, let's get it. Right, so that's these. Now, I would like to upgrade the missile turret, but I think we might need these credits later. Let's first check the cantina.
Let's get down to business.
Do we want the... I mean, we gotta get the Devil Dogs. 60% health. Right, laboratory. Dr. Hansen is no longer with us. What? Is she gone? Oh, right, she does get off the ship after a while. That's unfortunate. She had some good conversations. Shouldn't have done that mission. Whatever. Recovered Zerg sample continues to evolve. Clearly it has motor function despite lack of anything like a neural cortex. It's giving off more heat than it could possibly be absorbing in that tank. I'm learning how some Zerg burrow so well. It's extremely sophisticated. They have billions of tiny muscles that vibrate at a low frequency, effectively loosening soil, crumbling rock and snapping vegetation. They can swim through the ground. That sounds pretty useful and pretty freaky. Like a horror movie. That is actually a pretty good premise for a horror movie. Anyhow, it's not quite as fast as running, but it's close. Well, that's even scarier. I can see a way to put this knowledge to good use. Let's see what he made of that. The missile turret upgrades may be good for you to go if you go air in the end. Absolutely, but luckily we're not there yet. Ah, the planetary fortod. Yes. Yes. We'll very likely be getting that. The Perdition's turret is nice, but it does not have a lot of health, which is a problem. I remember this thing being an absolute beast against light units, but being completely useless against anything else. And besides, I think we're going to need the planetary fortod anyway if we're going to do the last mission on Brutal. Yeah, it's just, we have to. Sadly, this is mandatory. I do like the Perdition's turrets, it's an interesting building, but sadly we have to take the fortod. We got everything, I think. Well, that means it's time to go.
Well,
Nope.
Ariel,
Maybe not.
World for your people yet?
Yes, an unclaimed planet called Haven. It's near the edge of Protoss space, but it seems safe enough.
It'll have to do. Your people need to lay low for a while.
Aren't either of you worried the colonists might be infested?
How could you even suggest that? They're perfectly healthy.
I hope so, Ariel. The Protoss don't mess around when it comes to infestation. Just in case, maybe you should start looking into some kind of cure for the Zerg virus.
Conventional wisdom says a cure is impossible.
That's why we have
It's
science.
too fast. But I'll look into it.
Just do what you can. That's all anyone's asking.
Because science can do what common sense cannot. Have you read some of the StarCraft books? They really add to the game lore-wise. I haven't. And I think it's unfortunate that you can't find most of the lore inside the games itself, actually. I think it would make for a complete experience. Now, I know that all the rage in marketing these days is transmedia storytelling, but honestly, I just like to play some good games, have a good story to go through, have that experience, and not have to go through a ton of different stuff just to get that.
Kerrigan's learning some new tricks. The infestation on Meinhof seemed particularly virulent.
It's about the worst thing I can imagine. Losing who you are like that, all the while being slowly twisted into a damn monster.
If any of Dr. Hansen's people on Haven are infested.
I know. It's just a matter of time before the Protoss come looking for him. Still, I have a history with the Protoss. If it comes to that, maybe I can talk him down.
Not really needed until then. Well, the upgrades are not needed quite yet. It's from Tremors. Possibly. That's a movie, right?
I'm working on a cure for the Zerg virus. I
That was
just hope my
quick.
people won't need it.
That's it?
I'm working on a cure for the Zerg virus. I just hope my people won't need it.
Well, you know, preventative measures. It's better to have one in the pocket and not need it than need it and not have it in the pocket. Yeah, I think we went through everything. What do we upgrade again? Let's quickly check the upgrades. I am forgetful. Wait, I bought that? No, I couldn't buy it. I was like, wait, what? But no, it's red because of that. Okay. Right, we got the anti-personnel charge. And that was it, I think. Okay, now let's get to the mission. The only reason I started reading the books was the lore from the games was so good and I wanted more. I think that's a good way to do it. Yeah, it's definitely a decent way to do things.
Received reports of a new Dominion salvage operation on Tarsonis. They're running a large number of supply trains with minimal security. If we intercept the trains and liberate their contents before they can be shipped off-world, we could make a serious profit.
Now the Diamondback is a devastating unit. but so is the Marauder.
Boys think there's another artifact in a world called Monolith. Supposedly there's Protoss guarding it. A group of fanatics call themselves the Tal'Darim. Now don't get all sentimental thinking these Tal'Darim are your old Protoss buddies. Cause they ain't.
Cause they ain't. Now we know it's on Belshir. There's, I mean, all of these units I want, but this is one of the basic missions, so let's do this one first.
There it is, Jimmy. Just like Mobius
That's
said.
a lot of Protoss.
Easy money.
I don't know. There's a lot of Protoss down there. We're gonna have to... What the...
Warning.
Suddenly Zerg.
Zerg biosignatures detected.
That's a lot of Zerg, but that's also a lot of Zealots.
Them critters were just hiding underground, waiting.
No idea.
Cannon's
but you
being
can bet
useless
they're
as
headed
usual.
straight for our shrine.
Well, that show complicates things. We can't fight two armies at once, partner.
With any luck, we won't have to. We only need to hold the area at the top of the shrine long enough to extract the artifact. So we'll land here and cut our way through the Protoss lines while they're busy with the Zerg. It's only a matter of time before the Zerg overwhelm the Protoss. We'd best grab the artifact and be long gone by then.
We call that Zerg Rush. An overwhelming flood of Zerg units. Popular strategy. Used to do it all the time. Very few people could stop it. In fact, I had one strategy which was... well, whatever.
Big job, bandit.
Let's just go. I think the games kind of have a bit of an edge compared to other media for that, because, well, it's easier to get immersed in a good game and to want more of the world compared to, say, a movie. I think we need a bunker quickly. Immersed in a good game to want more of the world compared to, say, a movie or arguably a TV show. I have my own thoughts on that. I'll get back to it shortly.
Then we've got to get that artifact before the Zerg overrun the whole place.
Warning. Protoss stalkers are gathering at our perimeter. Incoming transmission.
Oh wait, we get free Marauders here.
I got something new for you, cowboy.
Right, those fit perfectly into the thing, so let's move these back. Big bada boom hardware.
This is the best time to be experimenting, Swan.
Nope, wait.
Best time
No.
there is. Let the Marauders loose against those stalkers and you'll see.
Reaper Marauder, now that sounds like a strategy. Oof. Ooh. Yeah, no, that went pretty well. Okay. So yeah, you were talking a little bit about the way that you can get immersed in a video game, more so than a movie or a TV show. I think a large part of that has to do with the fact that, of course, in a game you are actually actively playing and affecting the story and what is happening, and the fact that you can affect what is happening rather than the media being a foregone conclusion with, say, a TV show or a movie where you could technically skip ahead and get to the end right away. I think that really adds something. In fact, the very ability to influence the story is unique to games, rather than something in, for example, a interactive movie or something like that, or like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Games just give you that more visceral experience that I really think adds to the immersion. I think that's the reason why, like you said, Zerg. That's the reason why I think that indeed games are more more immersive than other medium. Which is why I think it is sad to see lore being locked behind transmedia storytelling instead of just putting it all in a game, because games are so uniquely suited to tell a good story that it's sad when companies do not take advantage of that. Okay, so we need medics, marauders, and reapers, which means we're gonna need a lot of gas. I want that mineral. Oh yeah, and we also get the mercenaries, which are neither marines, nor medics, nor marauders, but that's okay. Okay, so marauder, preferably a reaper, but we won't have the gas for that. Let's just actually stuff them all in the bunker and be done with it. Right, how's the supply? Fairly decent.
Not enough minerals.
Well, the story of these games really weren't anything you haven't seen before. No, but I mean, StarCraft is from 1980 1989, I think. 1998, sorry. 1998. And back in the day, games were fairly simple, and having a game with a actual decent story like this one was very special.
Standing by.
And so when something like StarCraft comes around with a half-decent story, which was actually pretty good for the time especially, that is very, well, unique and it's new. Something people haven't seen before. So obviously there's that. But in general, the story itself was fairly decent. It's not like it was bad. The lore was basically real life. Well, if you managed to make a real life story, then you basically succeeded in storytelling now. I'm not exactly sure dull is the right word for these stories. No, dull is the right word. No, you're not right. You're not exactly sure dull is the right word. No, I don't think dull is the right word at all. I agree with that. Oh, and a missile turret, because I think there are actually air units coming in. Which means we need an engineering bay. There. There's like no creativity. They're copy-paste. Do you think StarCraft are copy-paste games? I beg to differ. If you can point me to a game like StarCraft that isn't StarCraft, then go right ahead. I think Blizzard has always innovated with their games, both in terms of storytelling and other things such as mechanics and cinematics. Warcraft 3 is a great example. Okay, so we got a couple of dudes here. Reactor? No, let's get another tech lab.
This better be good.
Okay, we were going to build some missile turrets, but I want these devil dogs first, and then we'll move out. Because of course the Zerg are getting. Oh wow, that they are really fucking hurrying up. They are wasting no time. Come on, give me that missile turret. Okay. Yep. Let's wait. There's probably an attack wave coming soon.
Who wants some?
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespene.
Yeah, there it is. Banelings, banelings, banelings. Now this is where I'd hit F2 just like my entire army, but guess what? That we can't do that. Oh wait, shit, those were the last of the medics.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Insufficient Vespene gas my ass.
Outstanding.
Problem is, Reapers are so much faster than everything else that they will just move ahead and die. That's like their only downside. Then the fact that they can't shoot up.
Armed and ready.
See, we just lost the Reapers, which is unfortunate. We should have probably had the Devil Dogs in front, which is partially my mistake. I want a couple more medics. Oh, I don't think we actually have time for this. Actually, we only need one unit to go pick these up, so.
This better be good.
Please don't tell me these units are just... Did we lose all of our medics because they fucking went ahead and moved up there? Yes. Okay. We need to be a little bit more careful about our army control. And we also need to build more shit. We're floating 900 minerals, which means we need to build marines. A lot of them. Though Marauders actually sink minerals fast. Now we can snipe this, I think, without getting in range of the cannons. Oh, incoming. No, heal that one. Okay. He was already doing so. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm not keeping up the chat here. We're getting a little busy. Well, true, sometimes actually a bit too much lore to stuff into a game. Like StarCraft, there's so much behind the scenes going on. The stuff between StarCraft 1 and 2. This is true, but I think they do an excellent job and they could stuff more into it if they made the game a little longer. Oh shit. I completely forgot about supply depots. Oh, okay, everyone get in here. Then get out. let the bunkers take the damage. We can repair them. Yeah, supply depot's coming up. Yeah, but it could have been like Mass Effect, where they could have sidestepped. Should you really try to avoid it, but you could keep digging. Well, I mean, you could kind of keep doing that in StarCraft, right? You had, I mean, there's the story missions, and then there's the actual, the side missions. This is one of the main story missions. They are really getting close. Okay, well, they still have to chew through the Protoss base, and we don't actually have an army large enough to, okay, so you, then a couple more you.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Okay, well, we gotta move. We have plenty of minerals anyway. Get a couple more missile turrets.
Roger. The doctor is in.
Not enough minerals.
Not enough minerals. Okay, now I can actually use those minerals.
Not enough.
We can't wait. We just gotta go. Wait, hang on. These are the right, and there's Templar there. Just one, but that's still Templar. I agree though, if they had more of these side missions, which were completely optional, they could have stuffed more lore into it. Like Mass Effect. I do agree. I think you missed that he was talking about BF2. Oh, okay, sorry, yes, indeed, I do. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Medics, please. Medic! We need a medic down here! And we need some more Reapers. We're not building Reapers, but they cost so much gas and they only have one geyser. So let's just build more Marauders instead. Okay, so let's snipe that Templar, please. Ow. Just snipe it, snipe it. We're Marauders, we can tank it. Oh shit. Stim back. Please, hurry. Okay, well those got smashed by the missile turrets. Repair that, and that, and that, and get back there. It is indeed go time. Now let's go, because... Okay, well they're still not at the base, we're fine. Yeah, if you were talking about Call of Duty and Battlefront 2, then you are absolutely correct, I think, in that the story in those is just a complete... But the focus isn't story. Blizzard games are all about story, characters, and gameplay, right? When you're talking about Call of Duty or Battlefront 2, the only focuses are fast gameplay, grab the largest audience you can grab, which is, of course, in this case, children with fast gameplay, and make as much money as possible in loot boxes. Those are their goals. Now, slowly Blizzard is also becoming that, since Activision is taking over the control of Blizzard. The business people of Activision are removing the product people from Blizzard. And, okay, so let's not lose that. So you will slowly see Blizzard transition into the same style of making games, which is really sad, but it is simply happening. You can already see that, by the way, in their recent games. Right, let's just Marines for days. Okay, now there's quite a bit of shit up there, including Archons and Templar. But the Zerg are pushing through, and we need to do something. There's the Archon. Let's focus fire on that. Luckily, he moved out of the Guardian Shield of the Sentry. Let's not get our Devil Dogs killed. I mean, they're good tanks. Whoa, 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 whoa. I say that as they almost both die. Hold position on you. Stim back on the Marines. Let's see. The other, I think, artifact is over there. Do we have any more? No, not currently. Supply is not a problem. We lost a lot of units here. I think we should be fine. I don't. Let's just hurry. Sorry guys, I will get to chat right after this mission. We're getting a little hectic. Oh yeah, shit, they have this. Yes, I know. I know. Kill the sentries so they can no longer force field us out. Get the stim packs ready. Get ready to snort that cocaine. Snort him! No, we should be fine. These things don't deal any damage. Look at that. They're like bad colossi. And we got it. Oh, Base is dying, but that's okay. We got the artifact. Now let's get the fuck out of here.
We got what we came for. Let's hightail it out of here.
I forgot how resourceful you were, Jim. I won't make that mistake twice.
Kerrigan.
I'm not sure what fetish that is, but it is not mine. Relics found, 4 out of 4. Now let's keep up the chat. I meant modern games like the past 5 years were copy-paste. That I absolutely agree with. I thought you were talking about games like StarCraft, StarCraft 2 and, well, Blizzard games in general. So, which I completely disagree with, and I'm sure you would as well. But I misunderstood you. Original Battlefront 2 story, so beautiful. Well, the original Battlefront 2 basically took you from place to place in the Star Wars universe as one of the clone guys, right? It was a great way to show some exposition and to move you from different battle spaces to, well, different battle spaces. That's what the point was of the Battlefront 2 story and, well, the original Battlefront 2 story. And it did a magnificent job of that. It really, yeah, it achieved what it was trying to achieve, and therefore it was good. It felt like an epic Iliad rather than a point and click. Oh, you're talking about Star Wars Dark Forces, right? Feel so damn sorry for the Diablo fans on the topic of Blizzard. Yes, but don't you all have phones though? Don't you all have phones though? That really showed where Blizzard is heading. This universe is as miserable as Warhammer.
That's funny, convict. I don't recall giving you access to our database.
Just keeping up on current events, Captain. Seems this Queen of Blades got everybody running scared. She don't look so tough.
You have no idea who she is, do you, Tychus?
Don't matter to me none.
To Jim. They were close once.
Wait a minute.
That laugh.
Telling me they were shacked up.
Apparently she was something else. Before the Zerg took her. Turned her into that.
And Jimmy feels responsible.
Honestly, if we have to face her again, I don't know what he'll do.
A woman like that. There's only one thing to do.
There's only one thing to do.
I don't know why they make that seem so scary with the music. I mean, that's a very reasonable thing. Apply bullet directly to the forehead. That seems like a very good situation in which to apply that strategy.
I caught Tychus hacking into our database, sniffing around about Kerrigan. I don't know what his game is, but we clearly can't trust him.
Matt, me and Tychus ran together a long time. Got in all sorts of trouble. When the law finally caught up, he took the rap for both of us. Never once ratted me out. I got a second chance. He got locked up.
He's
I
pro
understand
that one.
your loyalty, sir, but
I owe him, Matt. Leave it be.
yes, sir.
Let's see, bunch more conversations to go through. New mercenaries though, Hammer Securities. I think these guys are...
something, sugar?
Ooh.
Buy a girl a drink? Well, I do declare. Just stick to your guns, Commander. We'll make it through this.
Oh, trust me, I'll be sticking to my gun.
Ready to fight for the right
Just
price.
fine. 25% damage, 20% HP. Let's do it. 20k. Paid gladly. God, World at War, like all of the modern warfare, was spectacular. It was kind of twisted a bit, mostly around the marketing crash in 08, which they needed to change to stay up, but they haven't reverted to the older style games of storytelling. Yeah, I wasn't back in 08, that was 10 years ago. I was 13 and was not all that up to date on the gaming industry as a 13-year-old.
Must be hard, man, seeing the Queen of Blades out in the world again.
How much do you know about Kerrigan, Tosh?
I had some friends in the Ghost Academy. That girl was a legend even before she disappeared from the program. There's a few that know the truth, how the Queen of Blades came to be.
She's a creature of pure rage now.
Oh yes, it's her or us. If we don't kill her, she'll slaughter us all.
Well, that's that even more puts the point that Tigers had the right idea. Drives that point home.
Your Mobius buddies ever happen to mention that the Queen of Blades wants these artifacts too?
Yeah, are we getting hazard pay for this or something?
They just give me the missions, man. What's it matter anyway?
I'll take that as a no.
Putting that bitch down would be doing everyone a favor.
I thought it was just about the money with you, Titus.
Nothing says I can't do my part for humanity and get paid well for my trouble.
Right.
So that's like money first and then your job to society second. I get how it is.
This is Donnie Vermillion live from UNN. Tonight, we're going to discuss the infamous Queen of Blades. Scientists and military insiders have long speculated that the enigmatic alien is in fact an infested human.
That's right, Donnie. Is it possible that the leader of the Zerg has a human heart?
More importantly, Kate,
maybe anatomically,
could
but
this mean some kind of
probably not psychologically.
Zerg alliance is possible?
Donnie, there's never been any evidence at all to suggest that infested humans retain their free will.
You make a good point, Kate. The question is then, how do we kill her?
That's one I think we all can agree on. If humanity is to survive, the Queen of Blades needs to be eliminated.
No commentary there from Jimmy. Same thing happened with EA. Ooh, it can kind of be seen with Mass Effect 1 through 3. I have been saying that for a while. And I completely agree, good sir. Choices just mattered less. I know, more copy-paste missions, less actual interesting storytelling. BioWare really got reined in there. The Marauder. Concussive shell. That costs 70k. But they do slow down shit, which is pretty useful. Kinetic foe. Marauders gain plus 25% or plus 25 life, which I think is plus 25% as well, since they currently have 100, I think. Missile turret still being there, looking pretty. Let's get the kinetic foam at least, because HP in this game is everything. I would love to get this, and if I could, I would, but we bought Hammer Securities instead. Ah, the Marauder. The 5-4 Armored Infantry Suit. Although the Marauder suit is modified from the CMC 660 Firebat suit, the soldier inside is very different. 47% of Marauder operators have never even been to jail, and only 23% have been accused of murder. The Marauder's grenade autoloader is stocked with component parts that allow it to quickly manufacture and load hundreds of standard Punisher grenades. You're telling me that suit has enough parts to produce, stockpile, and fire 100 grenades? That is what it says. I am skeptical.
Gotta hand it to you, Chief. Stealing an artifact out from under the Zerg and the Protoss? You sure go big.
Oh man, you know I go big. Let's go back to the bridge, see what Horner has to say.
Are you alright, sir? Confronting Kerrigan again after all these years.
Oh, I'm sure he had a drink.
We've got to stop her, Matt. No matter what she's after.
Oh, he had a drink, alright.
Gave her a setback today. The artifacts are obviously important to her. I just wish we knew why.
With enough stim packs and alcohol, Jimmy can get through any depressing problems. Tarsonis, the Great Train robbery. I want that Protoss research. The Breath of Creation. The Goliath.
They think it'd be a gift from their gods. We call it Terrazine, and it'd be worth a fortune to the right bidder. Of course, those Protoss will kill us if they catch us on their holy ground. Or at least they'll try.
Don't worry, we got fully upgraded Marines and we got Marauders. We should be fine. Now, Reapers against Protoss, not as useful. But Marauders fucking are.
Much prettier than Redstone.
Let's do it.
I don't much like fighting Protoss if I can avoid it.
Not just any old Protoss. Fanatics called the Tal'Darim. They believe the Terrazine is sacred. A gift from the Zelnaga.
If these Tal'Darim bring in their air power, they're gonna hammer us.
We got Marines.
Swan, get the Goliath schematics loaded at the factory. If their anti-air missiles are still any good, we might just pull this off.
Alright, cowboy. I'll get the Goliath schematics loaded so we can build more.
How do we get to the Terrazine?
See those altars? Tal'Darim mystics set him up to collect the Terrazine. We just need to grab it.
Well, our SCVs will be able to haul the Terrazine. We just gotta keep it protected. With any luck, we can pick up what we need before the Tal'Darim find us. All
It's
right.
okay, we'll build Marines.
Let's get to it.
Goliaths are basically bigger Marines. And you can't heal them with medevacs or medics, which is a problem. But I think you can heal them with science vessels. Alright, let's build some SCVs.
What's going on?
And then build some Marines. Boom. Actually, that's... Well, I was too quick to press that button. That's okay, we'll rebuild it. I thought about, you know what, maybe it's not wise to spend those minerals on that gas right now. Let's just wait, and then that happened.
Terrazine sites, brother. These should make our lives a little easier.
Our SCVs can pick up Terrazine canisters.
That's a big map.
It'll take them a while to disconnect the canisters.
Couple of these, couple of these. Let's build a bunker.
In the rear with the gear.
Right, 2 paths leading up. Let's build that baby right there in the middle. Get you back to work after you're done. Will we be playing the expansions as well? I mean, we might. I mean, you know what? Let's fucking do it, bud. Let's fucking do it, bud. I do like StarCraft. These campaigns are wonderful. But I will be making the Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void missions a little harder, because I think they're too easy with all the tools that are handed to you, even on Brutal. We will not be doing the Evolution missions as Zerg, which means we get the stock regular units, not those reviving Ultralisks, because goddamn, that made it so easy. I literally once right-clicked on that palace from the one side of the map to the other. My fucking group of like, what was it, like 15 Ultras, ran straight through it. They got killed, of course, but they simply revived. And then killed the palace, killed nothing else in the process, boom, won. Hardest mission on Legacy of the Void, or on Heart of the Swarm, done. That easy. Such bullshit. Try doing that in this mission, or not this mission, but the last mission of, you know, Wings of Liberty. I was not happy with that.
Additional supply depots.
Oh, right. Supply depots. Actually, let's just get 2 of them to do that. Yeah, I know.
I can't build here.
Transmission.
This land was sacred to the Tal'Darim before Terrans ever reached the stars. You must depart immediately.
Hold on now. We just need some of this gas here, and we'll be long gone before you know it.
No.
You shall not defile the breath of creation. Tylerine warriors, execute all those who would desecrate.
Now, if we're gonna be...
The Protoss are mobilizing, sir.
Alright, don't
Looks
worry,
like
we're
they're
ready.
gonna go after our SCVs when we harvest the Terrazine. I
We're
suggest we
ready
only
for
harvest
them.
one side at a time and run with a heavy escort.
I love the sound of these weapons. They're so good. Hear that. Just sounds so epic. Now let's repair that. Don't worry, I was not actually going to accidentally kill our bunker. Okay.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine.
No, they're not. They're only trying.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar so you can't get at it. If they keep it up, we won't be able to collect enough.
This better be good.
Fam. Right, now the issue is that you have to actually repair these and then actually... You still building stuff? Yeah, good. And that costs money, right? So this is why I much prefer medic and... right, we can't build medics. This is why I very much prefer medics and bio. And in Legacy of the Void, you choose on type and you stick with it, or you just stock units as well. I'm not sure. I don't think I can very much make it any harder on myself in Legacy, because you kind of have to pick one of those fucking faction units, and they're all overpowered, even the stock versions. They really did a shit job of balancing those campaigns. They were like, people said Wings of Liberty campaign was too hard. Let's make it easier, because we want to sell more copies. It's like, no, it was good the way it was. Stop fucking with it. Right, we achieved number 2. Oof, that's a while away. I can't stim until I have medics. Well, I can, but then my marines will just get fucked. Okay, I simply won't stim. Hammer securities, let's get them. It's about to get heavy. I love the voice runs so much in this game. You can keep clicking on units and they'll give you continuously different... run. Void Race, not very good against Marines. I would love to collect that. I think I might get into fire range of one of the Protoss, but we can try. Not just any old Protoss. Right, medics, let's go get them. Now, Marines we can build, but we don't really have the money to do that. Got a refinery. How's my supply? Doing fine. We can build a lot of stuff before we have to care about supply. Didn't I repair you? Oh wait, they must have taken more damage. Okay. Now scouts, of course, don't do a whole lot of damage versus ground units, so that's good. The doctor's in. Let's route everything to the hammer security, since they have, I think, the smallest chance of dying. More stuff. Okay, let's go get them. Take the devil dogs and let's go. Oh, and take him too. Come on. 3 healers instead of 2 is an improvement of 50%. I know that may shock you, but it is in fact science, and we cannot argue with science. Only with unreputable science sources. And faulty science reporting, which sadly happens all the time. Get you guys back. Ha! Look at that! That Void Rage is charging up on that Marine. That Marine not giving a fuck. Alright. Now I could start taking off the Terrazine already, but I think that actually causes more stuff to spawn. So we'll not actually do that just yet. Right. Marauders and Marines. Let's do it. I feel that we're really getting rolling now, guys. This is good. We're gonna build another barracks. And probably another one after that. There. Couple more supply depots. Just for when we need them. We got the extra minerals. May as well. I don't think Legacy of the Void units are that overpowered. Well, The campaign was far too easy. I think it had to do with the units. Actually, I think it had to do with the lack of difficulty. I mean, they don't really send any more units your way, which they do in Legacy, or in Wings of Liberty. Science vessels or MVP at Ball isn't even that hard. I don't know, man. Playing this campaign on Brutal, you really have to be on your game. And the other expansions, you simply don't. Because in Heart of the Swarm, of course, you have your super overpowered Sarah Kerrigan, which can just wreck armies. If you didn't have that, I think it would be a lot better. They could instantly fix that entire campaign by simply removing that hero unit, but they didn't. Do we reactor? Yeah, let's reactor. Okay, now I think there may be an expansion somewhere here. Yeah, oh, okay, it's right there. Devil Dogs up front, medics right behind, and then everything else. Let's do it. Snort a line of... Oh, shit. Okay, that was a problem. Don't snort lines of coke while you're in the middle of a size storm. I think those were all of our medics. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Well, I wanted to attack, but... Okay, research is done. Guess we can have a couple more Goliaths. Okay, upgrades are complete. Our units are healing up. Oh, that is... Through all of that, I'm afraid we're going to have to let that one go. There's of course an achievement for not letting them seal any of them, but I don't think Brutal is the time to go for that. Snort a line and let's go. Die, die, die. Goliath online. Snort another line. Don't snort too much, by the way. Don't overdo it. You gotta give your doctors plenty of time to heal your body. Luckily, in the StarCraft universe, that's no easier said than done.
Not enough minerals.
And we ran out. No, I meant you, actually. Oh, not you. Marauders, and Devil Dogs. Now, the Devil Dogs usually die fairly quickly, but they are excellent tanking units. Shadow units and Legacy of the Void are like half as strong as normal ones, even on Brutal. Yeah, that too. I mean, to be honest, I think the entire Legacy of the Void campaign felt really uninspired, at least to me. God, that size storm. Okay. Let's, more of those. More Marauders. Oh shit, they killed the medics again. They really focus fire the medics, don't they? Right, well, we're gonna have to clear this sometime. Let's just do it now. No! Thank you. Kill that! I don't even care about anything else, just kill the Colossus. Okay, I think we can do it without stimming again. At least I fucking well hope so. You guys focus the Void Race. Okay, let's just stim again. I know it's overstimming, but... Whoa. We need more medics. Right. Ooh. First I want to get situated. Actually, let's just get some gas now. Can we do so right now? I think so. Let's get these. Get that one as well. While we're here anyway. Might as well grab that one, but I'm not feeling that feisty.
Need some triage?
Ah, there we go.
Collecting terrazine from two places at once.
I'm Jimmy Rayner. I am bold. And I am bald.
The quicker we're done here, the sooner we can get off this run.
Warning.
Don't worry, they're not. And I'm sure they tried. Oh yeah. That happens. Shit, they're just gonna... They're just gonna... Okay.
Sir, our SCVs are getting hammered out there.
Don't
We need
worry.
a stronger escort or static defenses to protect them.
See, I told you need to stop drinking less. Stop getting hammered. Okay, now that we have a decent eco up,
Good job. That's the
let's
first
start
canister
a
field.
couple of you, couple of... Oh, wait, we're not harvesting gas as we should. Nope. I saw that. Ay, kill that. Luckily these don't have thermal lands, that would have been a problem. Alright. Oh, now they're sealing 2 off at once? Well, I can harvest 2 at once. Actually, I can even harvest... No, I can't. Ha! We lured them out. That's what we're gonna call that. It's actually a mistake, but... What, do we not have any Goliaths? Yes, we do. Oh! Okay. Let's go kill these. Hey, I spy with my little eye a Protoss relic. Stimpak again. I mean, in Knights of the Old Republic, as well as in, which we're playing tomorrow, by the way. I mean, this one we're doing today. Tomorrow we'll have, we'll tackle the, yeah, got them both good. Right, medics, marauders, and marines. Tomorrow we're tackling Knights of the Old Republic. In that game too, cocaine, absolutely key to victory. We should build some more production facilities. And possibly get an armory for vehicle upgrades. But I think we're using more bio here than anything else, so.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
No, they're not. Where's the... I think it's on this side of the map somewhere. Let's see. Right, get that. Get you. Grab you. Whoa. Hey, wait. I think we can snipe them from here. Can we? No? Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, save the head. Okay. It's always worth saving the mercenaries, mostly because they are, of course, very much better than regular units. Some of them can be a little expensive, especially the later ones. But they're usually worth it. Ooh, that was the Force Center Interceptor SCVs, but we intercepted them instead.
Yes, sir. Mineral field depleted.
Right, well, we just... Let's build some Reapers, let's build some Marines. Oh, actually, these are the last bloody...
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
That's over half the canisters you wanted.
We can sit through that one. Oh, okay, well...
They're sending their ships to take out your SCVs.
Whoa, I don't actually want to fuck with that. Wait, hang on. Aren't they gonna come our way anyway, even after they're finished? So it's... we might as well just... Everything just melts. Okay, once they actually attack this, we have a problem, so we should try to get here sooner than later, or get that artifact sooner than later. Sadly, I can't just airlift units in. Which I think we'll be able to do in later missions, but that's also when they start building anti-air, so... the scumbags. let's actually get some Marines up there. Destroy that warp prism, and let's get back. I'm sure we'll run into that soon.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
Oh shit, I mis-hotkeyed my units. Right, I don't think we got these.
Warning.
I do like that the light changes.
Are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
That the light changes as you get further into the missions. That's really cool. Really cool mechanics. Which Knights of the Old Republic do you like better? Definitely number 1. I think number 1 is a full-fledged experience. It's a finished game, it's a polished game, it feels good. Whereas Knights of the Old Republic 2 is very much an unfinished game. And it really shows.
Not enough minerals.
Let's see, I think once we get these, we're done. Intercept them before they interrupt us. And I think that the fact that Knights of the Old Republic 1 is simply Dude, I'm kicking their ass. Come on, Tosh. Open those. Actually, it kind of looks like they're blind, so... Oh, shit, I just killed my own marauder. But yeah, I think the fact that Knights of the Old Republic 1 is a complete experience, and whereas 2 is so rough and unfinished, because the publisher basically pushed the deadline. Knights of the Old Republic 1 is better, for that reason. They tried to do some interesting things with Knights of the Old Republic 2, and in terms of the writing.
That's the last canister. I think we've outstayed our welcome, boys.
But ultimately, they were not able to finish the game, and it is so incredibly rough around the edges that it simply detracts heavily from the experience. As such, I think KOTOR 1 is definitely superior to KOTOR 2. But I do appreciate the fact that they took some risks with writing, and that they made it more of a grey area, which you don't see enough in Star Wars.
Sir, I received an encrypted transmission from an untraceable source. It claims that Tosh here was part of a classified operation called Project Shadowblade.
Rick the Lotto.
They used Jorium and Terrazine
What a
to
bad
enhance
boy.
ghost powers.
It's true. We are called Spectres. Next generation ghosts.
And you were gonna tell me all this when?
We all have our secrets, Mr. Reader. Doesn't mean I'm any threat to you.
Maybe not. But whoever sent this message could.
Duh, you need to tell me the secret to those gains, bro. Because you look like you're jacked.
No, sir. But it does end with, I'll be in touch soon.
It's Minsk, trying to turn us against each other. Don't let him.
I'll let it lie for now.
I need to find the secret to these guys' gym routine. That's what I need to do.
You can try.
I make some decent gains when I work out, but these guys are just fucking shredded.